our guests tonight. It's going to be a wonderful experience for sure. You may notice that I'm sporting a crutch. Recently I broke my leg, and my doctor's given me some anti-inflammatory drugs, but I find that my jokes can offend people. I've got a little bit of housekeeping before we get going, and that is, I'm not sure if everyone's had dinner, but the Roxbury is famous for its pasta. Apparently you can get a meal here for $4, and if you ever have it, you'll wonder how they can do it for a price. But speaking of food, I've noticed lately that when I read the newspaper, I start to get a bit hungry. It's like reading a menu at a Lebanese restaurant. I'll have the hezbollah with a hummus and a side order of the Congolese rice. And Congolese rice sounds like a really exotic oriental meal, but when you see it, you realise it's just a Cajun dish. That's the housework out of the way, but if you ask my wife, it's the only housework that I ever do. And guys, if you've ever wondered when oral sex is going to end in your relationship, it's when your wife starts to pay someone to clean the toilet and scrub the shower. Because you have to face it, if she's going to pay someone to do that job, there's no way she's going to polish on all that. No, I must say that I'm not sexist, I'm just a bloke. And as a red-blooded male and a young bloke, I wanted to run my own business. I thought with a name like Manning, a recruitment agency would almost be the ideal company to set up. But apparently what I wanted to call the company would be considered politically incorrect. Because apparently girls who want to sleep with me just to get a job is right. It's going to offend people. Having said that though, I realise that everything's becoming very politically correct nowadays. And Sydney seems to be more politically correct than ever before. Don't get me wrong, I do love living in Sydney. It's a very easy city. It's Lebanese, Japanese, Vietnamese. Now it sounds like I'm being a racist, but I'm not. I'm a wob. My mum was a wob. And she's actually a deaf wob. And she's actually got a cochlear hearing implant. She's profoundly deaf. We're in a shop in Sydney one time and we're going down the escalators. At the top of her voice, she yells out, "There are a lot of Japanese here, aren't there, son?" I'm thinking, Mum, that's wrong. And I thought, no, it's not. She's just yelling what we're all thinking. And I thought, I've got to love my mum. I really do respect her, because you've got to respect the sort of person who's prepared to shout their mind at you. And being a Wog growing up was quite difficult in the 70s. The World Cup, soccer, football, a beautiful game. And I was big in soccer. Did it called Wog Ball in the 70s. But by the 80s, political correctness had started to get us again. Because apparently by that stage all the Arabs and Jews and niggers and Chinks were playing again as well. Now, but I've noticed there's a lot of New Zealand people in Sydney too. And I've noticed that in everyday language, New Zealanders use just the slightest different words for normal everyday things than we do in Australia. Like in Australia we call them Ugg boots. In New Zealand they call them sex toys. I've noticed too that there's a lot of gays in Sydney. I'm not homophobic, I'm straight. I actually blame my heterosexuality on the Catholic Church. 7 years as an altar boy. Not one priest ever tried anything. I suppose that could be that I'm just not attracted to gay men. I've noticed too there's a lot of Indians in Sydney. Have you ever got one of those phone calls from an Indian call centre that's pretending to be in Australia? Hello, Mr. Manning, this is David Smith calling from Delcott, Australia, offering you long distance discounts. And I've always wanted to say, how's the weather in Mumbai? And I think the response might go something like this: no, I am not over here, I am over there. Yeah, as I said, I've noticed a lot of different cultures in Sydney nowadays, and I've noticed that there's a lot of people from the Middle East. And I've always wondered, what do you call a Lebanese man behind the controls of a crowded airline jet? A pilot. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Neddy!
we shall wait no longer.